It is time, once again, to lock your doors, shut your windows, strap yourself into your favorite comfy chair, and tune out and tune into The Naked Zombie.
And we are back. Yes, zombie people. The Naked Zombie has returned for season 2. And of course, I am so happy and excited. The fact we are back on the airways. We are back out there. We're doing what we do best, is make absolute fools out of ourselves in the public mainstream of media. Anyway, tonight I have a sad story to tell that Mr. Wadsworth will not be joining us tonight. But due to something about, I don't know, he said something about the sex change. Anyway, but what I do have with me is producer sitting with me tonight. It is Mr. Andrew Small. G'day, Andrew. How are you?
I'm good, Brad. Yourself?
Oh, good, mate. Good. So what do you reckon, mate? We're back on the air.
Back on the air.
It's taken
bigger than ever.
It's taken bloody long enough. Anyway, so the main point is that we've got the show back up and going, and there's a lot that has been happening, and there's a lot happening in the future. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is, before we get into any of the paranormal news tonight, which we're going to do, is the new fan site that you set up. Because, see, young Andrew here is a whiz when it comes to computer and technology and all the stuff that I'm not. So he set up the Facebook fan site, which is just going barrels, isn't it?
Close to 500 now.
And it's been up for how long?
Just over a week now, isn't it?
Just over a week.
Yeah. Yep,
and,
sorry.
mate, the best thing about that is anyone can go on there, click the like button and keep up to date with all the news, what's happening in the world of the Naked Zombie, which is just wonderful. I'm so happy. You can see it in my face.
Yeah, no, you look happy.
I am. I'm ecstatic because I've had so many emails since I've been off air. Now, I'm going to touch on that quickly tonight, a little bit later on, why I disappeared for a couple of months. But there's a good reason for it, and once I've explained it all, people understand why I had to. But that's all good. Now, what else we've got going on with the zombie is something that I'm just over the moon about, and to explain what's happening is, of course, our producer, Andrew. Andrew, what is happening with the zombie, mate?
All right. We are developing a new Naked Zombie radio app for Apple and Android devices. Now, it should be released within the next couple of weeks, I'm hoping. And it's pretty much just going to be your gateway to everything Naked Zombie.
That's awesome. So basically what it is, you can get on down and listen to the program anywhere, anytime.
Anywhere, anytime.
Look, we're a bit restricted, and I'm not keen on going on Radio Blog and all the rest of it. That's why I run it from the website, because we have more control over the content and no one can tell me what to do.
Yeah. We don't like being told.
I hate being told what to do. My employers can count vouch for that. But what it means is that you can now spend a little, 99 cents?
99 cents.
That's it, 99 cents. And that's all it is. And you'll be able to listen to the zombie anywhere, anytime. And look, and basically at the end of the day, that's what's going to keep us going, is that app. So show your love, show your support. When the app comes out, we'll put it out there, and you guys can go and spend your 99 cents and get the zombie anywhere. And we have lots more stuff happening as well. Now, before I get on to that, I better talk about my absence. I won't throw in sad music here, because I would usually have a bit of fun with this while I disappeared for a while, but I'm not. Look, folks, I got a lot of emails in a few months that I was actually off air. Look, the main reason being is because I don't like anybody. No, that's not no, I love you all. You're all beautiful. I'm going to smooch you all up. No, basically what happened was, guys, my father got very ill. And I literally, everything that I was doing regarding from, the TV series and the media work that I was doing with the filming side of it just had to stop. Everything had to stop. But I'm not saying that he's not out of the woods yet. He was meant to go in to have his heart restarted. Well, basically what they're going to do is, he's got heart problems. He's 65. And the old man's my hero. He really is. He brought me up to be the man I am today. And that's probably why I like wearing those funny-looking shoes and those big clown nose. Look, Dad was always there for me growing up. No matter what I did and no matter what road in life I took, he always supported me. Then it basically was my time to support him. So basically when I got the phone call saying he was in intensive care, I jumped on the first available flight, flew home to be with my mum, and spend time with my dad, of course. And I seriously, folks, I honestly thought that day I flew down, I wasn't going to see him again. And being a son, even though I'm 40, being a son, and you know, so basically, in a nutshell, everything stopped, and I had to change my priorities to looking, you know, being the son that, you know, that my father would have wanted me to be. But anyway, Dad is doing well. They've got to restart his heart. They were meant to restart it last month, but because of some medical thing, they've got to hold off now. But please think of my dad, send your healing prayers, and think of him and all the rest that goes with it, that he has a speedy recovery and he'll be back to his old self in no time. But that's the main reason why I went off there for a while, because I had to look after family issues.
Fair
as
enough.
we all do.
Yeah, no,
as we all
we
do. As we all do from time to time. Anyway, so back on the airways, and we've talked about the app, and I've got to play an EVP later on that was sent by Adelaide Spirit Chasers, which was absolutely just awesome, which I'm going to...
It's terrifying.
It is. Adelaide Spirit Chasers, send us in some details. And by the way, folks, if you have got something coming up, it doesn't cost you anything to get in contact with me. I don't bite often, but if you have a event coming up or anywhere you stuff you want to do and you want to get it out there to the rest of the paranormal community through the radio show, it doesn't cost anything. Send me the details, list what's happening, and I'll just read it out. And hopefully you'll get people going to your events and stuff like that. Because Andrew, Mr. Producer, how many hits do we get on average?
Oh, on average.
On average.
On the website.
On the website. How well are we doing? Even though we're all there for 2 months, how well did we do?
It was pretty high up there. It was in the close to 80K or something, wasn't it? Yeah.
98 gig.
98.
So 980 gig of data has been downloaded off the web. That's you think about it, it's only a couple of megabytes per episode, but people were getting into the Zombie but listen to the archive stuff, which was wonderful. So Zombie never went anywhere. It didn't even die. It actually got bigger and bigger over the time.
Well,
so
you weren't even, it seems to be better when you're not there.
Well, good night to everybody, and I will disappear again now. I'm out of here. No. Anyway, so that's great, because that means people listen to the archives, which you can do. Now, the new setup on the website is that you'll be able to listen to this on the posting page, which is the main page, but this will also be archived in the Naked Zombie section of the website. And in the next couple of weeks, you'll be able to listen to it solely also with the app. So you can listen to that in the car,
While going for a jog,
sitting on the toilet,
during an investigation, if you wanted to even.
bad case of diarrhea while sitting on the toilet.
I can't think of
You
anything
can't think
else.
of anything. I just threw you with
While
the toilet.
cleaning your mother's feet, I don't know.
Man, you need to get out more seriously. Anyway, but what we've also got is, and I know I'm rambling on a bit, but you know what I'm like, folks. You know exactly what I'm like. I do this every episode. We also have a mail thing now. I actually got sent a request. I mean, I really don't know how to. I'm quite embarrassed about this, actually. I had someone email me who wanted a signed autographed photo of me.
Jeez, who'd want that?
I know. I don't want to embarrass them by putting their name out. So I took a photo of a bit of turf, which is grass that the dog left a mess on, and I signed it. No, I didn't. But yeah. So look, if
More
you,
appealing than your picture, anyway.
Oh man, there's this young fella won't see 28. Now, what it is, so if you go to the contacts page on the website, you'll see snail mail. Now, that's if you want to send me any letters or drawings or anything that you
Threats.
want. No, I'll get enough of them online. So if you want to send me through anything like a letter or information or a picture, or photo, whatever, just you can go to the snail mail, look it up, write it down, and send stuff through, and we can read it out online or stuff like that. And if you don't want to send it via email, because some people still like the old way of doing things.
You can also send us gifts. We like gifts.
I never said that. Anything about action figures? No, stop it. Don't gifts. We don't accept. Well, we do actually. We accept bribes. Stop with the
No
stop.
silvers.
Hey?
No silver coins. Just
Just notes. Oh man, we need to have a serious talk. Anyway, so we have the mail side of it, and we'd love to read out your messages. And we're also going to do the community-based thing as well. I'm just going to get into the system here, and I actually got sent through a couple of messages actually. I'll just go to this one here. Now, Vicky Webb runs the Auckland Spirit Chasers in New Zealand. I lived in New Zealand. I love New Zealand. New Zealand was cool, man.
That's where you started the show, wasn't it?
That's where it all started. And you can also see, speaking of the show, I actually put up my list of credits, the stuff I've done over the years in the paranormal on the website now, because people were asking what makes you an authority on anything?
What makes you special?
What makes me special? Well, this one time at band camp, no, it was Priest College actually. Okay, this list of stuff I've done in the media and stuff like that, but that's okay. You can check that out. Vicky writes, okay, she is looking for about 5 to 7 members to join the Auckland Spirit Chasers. Now, I'll read out her letter. Investigators, she is looking for around 5 to 7 members to join that are keen and over 20 years old and must have a passion and drive enthusiasm to get out in the field and conduct paranormal research. Must have own transport and a few basic items of equipment such as digital camera, audio recorder and stuff like that, and be able to get to investigations on time when needed. You can email Vicky at aucklandspiritchasers@hotmail.co.nz. That is Auckland Spirit Chasers, one word, at hotmail.co.nz. You can also find those details on the Facebook page. He's a Facebook friend of mine. Don't forget, me and Andrew on Facebook. So if you want to send through a friend request, you can. I'm sure we'd love to hear from you in other aspects.
Yeah, no, I love friends.
Because
I've got like 3 of them at the moment. Need a few more.
Yeah, well, mate, you're going to have to... He's wearing a Sonic the Hedgehog T-shirt tonight. I mean, what could you expect? So that's great. So we actually got Vicky would like some new members. So if you're another group out there... And the thing we also want to talk about tonight is you, the paranormal investigator, the single person, the groups out there, psychics, mediums, whatever you are in the field... Whatever your line is, we want to hear from you because, look, the biggest thing that I find that is missing in the whole paranormal field, especially for blokes like myself who have radio shows and stuff like that, is that we want to, well, personally, I want to start touching base with the grassroots of things. I want to hear from the groups that just put the yards in because you guys have some awesome stories. See, to me, it's not all about the para-celebrities and all the rest of it. Look, I've interviewed those as well. Look, don't get me wrong, they're great interviews. I love the guys lots. I spent a lot of time with them. But what I'd also like to hear from is the people out there who are the backbone of the whole paranormal field. I mean, if it wasn't for folks like you guys, these guys wouldn't be anywhere.
Exactly, yeah.
Seriously, I mean, we are the fans. We are the people who buy their stuff, who wear their shirts, who buy their DVDs and all the rest of it. But that's all well and good. But I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from you folks out there who have put their heart, who have incredible stories to tell. And how do they get in contact with us, Andrew?
They can contact us via the website, which is www.naked-zombie-radio.com. Almost forgot it there.
Hyphen.
Not a dash. Okay.
Hyphen. It's the English he speak goodeth. Young fellas, they got no idea. Yes, you can go to www. Oh, well, actually, the only place you can hear this is via the website. So if you're listening to this, technically you're already on the website. Go to the contacts page and get in contact with us, or you know somebody who would make an interesting story, please put it through and let us know. How's that sound?
Sounds all right.
Have we missed anything for the news? Oh, yes. Okay. Before we go any further, I've got to thank David Size from Adelaide Spirit Chasers who sent me in a EVP today. Now, last night they went out investigating. I didn't get the full details off him because he was busy. By the sounds of it, still going through the evidence of the latest investigation. And he sent me through this really, really cool EVP. Now, I'm going to play it for you right now, and you guys can tell me exactly what you think coming up, but I'll also tell you what I think as well. All right, well, that's Andrew. Do you mind playing that again, please?
Yeah, no problem.
All right, now there you go. Now, basically what I was sent through, and look, I can actually pick it up when I was told. Now, they reckon it says, I'm the devil. But right at the end, it's basically, from what I understand, it says, F off. Putting it nicely. Now, what's your view on that, Andrew?
I'm fairly much hearing the same thing. Like,
I'm the devil.
Yeah, no, it sounds really It's scary. I don't like
well, it is because basically what happened. Not story is this house that now I know a little bit of story about this house because I did speak to David some time ago about the person who has this house had a séance in there by using a Ouija board, right?
Oh.
And that's when everything started playing up. Now, from what the information that I got off David today was that the bloke, a previous owner, committed suicide in the house by hanging himself, but he was also Italian.
Ah.
So not that means anything really, but to say that I'm the devil and F off or fagunu, I forget how they pronounce that, and basically swearing in another language. It's quite interesting. Now, this is a valid point that people seem to get confused on. When you get an EVP or something like that, and you have something that comes up and EVP says, I'm the devil, there's a 99.9% chance they're not. Because, trust me, I don't think the devil would actually say, yes, I am the devil.
I'm over here.
I'm over here. I'm haunting your house. No, I think he's got better things to do. Now, what happens is that a lot of spirits who wish to be left alone, this is my experience over many years of being in the field, that if they want to put the wind up you, they'll say whatever they want. And 90% of the time, if you don't really look at it as that way, you're going to believe it. And that's the problem that I find. I've come across many EVPs in my time that actually people have gone, oh, Brad, this is it's probably a 4-year-old with a bad sense of humour. Because they will say anything to get through to you or put the wind up you if that's their way of doing things. That's my understanding. But you've heard it now, folks. You know where it came from. Thank you to Adelaide Spirit Chasers for sending this. If you think it says anything different, you can loop it over and over and over and over again if you want and tell me what you think it says. But basically, there was no one else in the room. There's only 2 blokes in there, and they were both accounted for. So thank you very much, Adelaide Spirit Chasers, for sending it in. And if you have an EVP you wish to send in to us and to play on the show, by all means. And now, it is time
for the news.
Yes. Now, we usually Wadsy would do this, but like I said, he's in having that operation that we keep talking about.
He's meant to be having that months ago, wasn't
he? Yeah, he's had it every couple of months, but we love your Wadsy. Looking for it. Now, Wadsy will be back next week, but he does have family matters to deal with tonight, so he's off the hook, maybe. So, I was going to do the cool intro, the Wadsy, the man who reads the news, the man-child, you've heard it. We've all heard my intro, but we're not going to do that.
We wish we hadn't heard it, but we heard it.
Fight me. So what we're going to do is we're going to read you now the international paranormal news from around the world. Myself and Andrew are going to do it because we have trouble in even spelling our own names, and we will take it away. Ready for it? Now. Right, young Andrew, I have one that's absolutely awesome. This is probably right up your alley, mate. A young mother has been evicted from her home after telling the neighbours a poltergeist was to blame for throwing all-night parties.
That's what I kept telling my parents, too.
That's right. I mean, I thought you, mate. Anyway, look, basically in a nutshell, Leanne Fennell, 20, told neighbours that a ghost had been playing loud music and throwing empty beer cans into the garden of her home in Hull, East Yorks, where they complained about the noise. Now, Fennell has now been evicted from her council house after Hull City Council took her to court after ignoring the noise abatement. What's that word? Abatement order. Gee, that tell I'm getting old. I need new glasses. The council office was seized 4 television, 4 DVD players, and a CD player, which are now being destroyed as property in the Wexford Road. Look, furious neighbours had to put up with all night loud parties at Fennell's home, which regularly ran until the wee early hours of the morning. One neighbour who did not wish to be named said, "She told us the poltergeist would keep switching the music up really loud when she was in bed." Some of the neighbours had a terrible time. There was always bottles and bottles of wine and cider being chucked in the garden. She said at least 4 huge bonfires to burn some of the rubbish were being seen there. Some people complained that when she was warned the council, she did not listen. Eventually, she went too far and we'd had enough. Another neighbour said she was playing loud music at all hours, reported loads of times. It's nice to have some peace and quiet now that she is gone. Now, she's also put a post on her Facebook page. Now, this is quite interesting. On a Facebook page, Fennell says, "First and most, I am a proud ma'am."
That's typical Facebook spelling.
That's typical Facebook spelling. This is her writing. She spelled ma'am, M-A-M, to a beautiful mum. Oh, it's mum, right. English, yeah, she did well at school, didn't she? A proud mum to a beautiful little girl. I'm not fussy, but a girl should try to look her best 24/7. What's that got to do with throwing all-night parties? Hang on, this one.
I don't know. The next line looks...
Whole magistrates court heard the... I also sin, but I'm not the devil. So she wasn't the one doing the EVPs.
No.
I've just solved the mystery.
But that ghost does sound like good someone to go to a party with, doesn't it?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Starting bonfires, you know.
Yeah, it's getting on the terps, as we call it here in Australia. So with me, what you see is what you get. I love to party with my mates. Well, the ones who can keep up with me, that is. Yes, she blamed it all on a ghost. Bloody typical. Whole match of the court heard that loud music was heard from Cumming Fennell's home on January the 13th, 16th, 18th and 19th after noise abatement notice had been served by Council's nuisance office. She also ignored warnings to clear rubbish from outside the property. Fennell was found guilty in her absence for breaches of the abatement notice, banning loud music, raised voices, yada, 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 yada. Basically, she was fined £370 and a cost of £500 to the whole city council. There you go. So if you want to throw all-night parties, blame a poltergeist.
That's what I do.
Do you?
know,
You do that. That's that noise coming from your bedroom, isn't it? Hey, I was young too. How are your hands? All right.
All right. Now, I've got one here about a new reality TV series that's starting up.
Okay, hit me with it.
Buyer Beware, now casting nationwide, which is America, just so everyone knows. A new reality TV series is about to hit... I screwed that up. Start again.
Yeah. Me English good. I mean, you did go and finish year 12, didn't you?
I did.
And you actually...
Barely.
This is like Wadsy Jr. all over again. I do this every week with him. It's like, Wadsy, read the news. And you'll sit there and do exactly that. All right, I'll shut up now. Sorry, folks. Apologies.
Right.
But you're right now? Do you need... You want a drink of water?
No, I'm all right.
You want burpees? All right, go for it.
All right, sorry. So, a new reality television show, probably one of the coolest concepts that we've seen in years, is all about haunted real estate. And they're looking for new homes with some character. Now there's a blurb about what's going on. Does your house have an eerie history that you can't live with? Perhaps you're sharing a home with forces from the spirit world. Maybe a grueling murder took place 3 years ago and the story still haunts you. And if you're trying to sell your haunted house, we want to talk to you.
That is the best robot impersonation I have ever heard.
It's cold weather, man.
Danger,
my throat's closing up.
So basically what's happening is that you may have a lolly snake.
Oh, I
I've
don't
got
want a
lollies
lolly.
on my desk. So basically what they're saying is there's this new TV series coming up where if you've got a haunted house, you want to get and you're trying to sell it in real estate. That's what they're talking about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, okay, this is my first thought for the day, and it's very deep and profound. Why? Look, seriously, have we dropped another IQ level when it comes to reality TV with the paranormal? I'm sorry, we are being flogged to death with it.
I bet the host is going to be Zach Baggins as well, isn't it?
Oh, Zach, I love Zach. Oh, Zach is the coolest guy on the planet. But it's another paranormal show. When will it end? What's wrong with good old radio? I mean, no, look, I can't. Look, I admit I did have a TV show out there for a little while and it did really well, and and people wanted to touch me in the street in appropriate places.
I'm sure no one wanted to do that.
Well, in my world, they did. And that's why I have that court order. No, so that's fine. Look, I reckon we should probably not look at that sort of TV. But hey, what do I know? Hey.
It could be all right.
I could be all right.
99% chance it's not. But
man, I'm just some Aussie lout sitting behind a microphone, stuck in his cardboard box with nothing else. I see, I'm waving my hands around in the air. It makes good radio when I do that because everyone can see my expressions. Guess what? I found out that from a few listeners that Naked Zombie Radio is one of the funniest paranormal radio shows out there.
one of.
Well, it's the only funny part. Well, yes, we like to have a bit of fun with. I'm sorry if you wanted me to be serious all the time. No, anyway. So listen, because that was probably that was worthy of a clap because that was a Wadsy story. Yeah. Listen to what people heard this Wadsy. We want you back now. Awesome. Okay, so it's my turn now. I've got one for you here. All right. Speaking of the horror genre, I've got one for you, young Andrew. You know how much I love horror movies.
Yeah, I can see all the figurines behind me on the
yes,
wall.
I mean, if you've actually been, you can go onto the YouTube channel. If you see when I'm talking absolute rubbish, you'll see all the action figures and figurines that I've got sitting behind me. I'm just looking at them now, just going, my God, they're awesome. See that Cookie Monster? I made that Cookie Monster.
Cool.
I sculpted that because I'm awesome with an O. Okay, now what we've got here, anyone out there, if you're looking for success in the paranormal activity, Warner Brothers and Primal Pictures said screw it, literally in inverted commas, and are going to roll the die and try and make some low budget horror flicks. That's right.
Low budget horror flicks.
Low budget, the best sort of horror movies are low budget horror flicks. You can't beat them. Here's a list of what they're concocting behind the scenes. I have real trouble with words. Okay, hidden from writer-directors Matt and Ross Duffer. The flick focus on the family who escaped a mysterious outbreak by taking refuge in a bomb shelter. Yeah, good. So basically, you got 1.5 hours of a family of 4 sitting in a bomb shelter.
They're going to get crazy and kill each other. That's the storyline.
Is it?
I made that up. But
that's good. That
sounds
works
about right.
If you have a good idea for a horror story, send it in. We'll pass it on to somebody. Okay, here's another one. Hidden. That was the first one. Hidden was the first one. The Cure, a film about a husband who used a radical treatment to heal his ailing wife, but leads to bad things. Bo Michael Thorne penned this. Yeah, but that doesn't. What sort of bad things? What does she do?
Butters the toast wrong
and puts it upside down on the plate. That's a slapping.
3 sugars instead of 2 in the coffee.
Oh man, that's hardcore stuff. My God, what will they think of next? Okay, viral. A Stephen Susso, The Grudge. Oh, look, if you've seen it, you haven't lived until you've seen The Grudge. And
a kid flipping his legs over its shoulders.
I'm not talking about the American version. I'm talking about the Japanese version.
Ah, yeah.
You have not seen a true horror flick until you've seen the Japanese version of that. You cannot understand a word they're saying, but by hell, Christ, it is bloody brilliant.
I can't read subtitles.
You can't read, period.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Okay, back to the virtual spirit who wreaks havoc on a high school student's life when she leaves a mean message on a Facebook profile of a dead classmate. Oh.
Uh-oh, someone's coming back from the dead.
Sounds like a bit of the old Facebook making an appearance in a zombie flick. Also, Rise, which is written by Patrick Melton and Marcus...
That says Rise.
Rise. You're an Australian now, speak Australian. It's written by Patrick Melton and Marcus Dunson, to be directed by David Carlack. This one's offer a fresh, in inverted commas again, take on the story of war between robots and mankind.
Well, that hasn't been done 1,000 times, has it?
Okay, sounds good. So we've got 9. You remember the animated movie 9 was like that?
Yeah.
That was about robots and mankind, and the robots won by gassing them. Also, Flight of the Conchords wrote a brilliant piece called Robots.
Haven't seen it.
It is the distance, the year 2000. The humans are dead. The humans are dead. We use poisonous gases and we poison their asses. That's brilliant. So Flight of the Conchords, you must check it out. I love the group. Tape for a modern day Lovecraft and what?
Lovecraftation. Lovecraftation.
Lovecraft, yeah. Tale by writer Jeremy Slater. Laura Burdett, I don't know about
informative.
you, but these are sounds. Yeah. And one comment was off Facebook regarding this. I don't know about you, but all these sound really super boring. Thoughts? And here's some of the thoughts. Well, Tape 4 have potential, to be honest. It's hard to tell which vague descriptions any of these could be spectacular or utterly cliche. Depends on how creatively the ideas are executed.
Well, I did say low budget, so...
Well, extremely low budget. We can make our own horror flick, dude.
Just
and I can make
listening
it
to
look
you
real.
is a horror flick.
No, seriously, dude. I could chase you around the house with a video camera and a meat cleaver and I can make it look really real as your blood spurting all over the room. It'll probably be your blood, but it's cheap. What?
I don't want
Why are you squeeching away from me? Don't worry about it. I'm not like that anymore. Okay, cool. So have you actually got anything for me, or am I going to read all the stories out tonight?
I've got one.
All right, let's hear
all right.
your awesome story.
All right, so this one's about a UFO video. It's been captured from an airplane in Seoul, Korea.
Oh, okay.
So it's just a video pretty much, but the description of the video is it's a new video that surfaced about some claims of a saucer-shaped UFO flying past the window of an airplane flying over South Korea. In the video, the unidentified passenger is filming the UFO from the plane's window, and he makes a startled sound when the UFO comes into view.
Actually, we're gonna watch it now, but we're going to basically what you look for is UFO caught from airplane Seoul, South Korea. All right, so if you look at that, and I could not be bothered pulling the link up. We had that
All right.
discussion before, didn't we?
Yeah.
No, don't want to. Okay, let's have a look at it. We're going to watch it now in stunned silence while you guys sit there and listen to nothingness and me going, oh, hang on, let's have a look. All right, go play it now. Oh, look at that.
Oh. It just...
That's cool. Actually, this is a really cool video. Can't understand a word they're saying, but you don't need to when you go, oh,
No.
that's brilliant. Now we're going to throw it
Fading
again in
out.
slow motion.
Slow-mo.
Oh, slow. That is really odd.
Looks like someone's hat lost in the wind.
Actually, you've just wrecked it for me. It's exactly like someone's hat being thrown out of the... No, look, it's different.
Oh, did something there.
All right, so what do you want to do is, folks, you want to go... where do they got to go to? South Korea. Look for... No, you don't. You want to go to South Korea and check this out. Actually, yes, that's cool. So it's aerial UFO video over South Korea. Stirs. Yeah, look, great video. I will check that out. Well done, man, for picking that up.
That's all right.
You
That's
are
what I do.
Super. Actually, I want to play you a video now, but you'll be able to hear it, even though we should be watching. That is the most awesomest paranormal video ever.
All right, I'm ready.
Prepared to be shocked and awed. I'm going to press play, and we'll give you a description after we play the video. You can hear it anyway.
Snake. I'm a snake. I'm a snake. I'm a snake. I'm a slithery little sneaky snake. I'm so slithery and sneaky because I'm a snake. Slithering in your garden, catching me a mouse. I'm a snake. Look into your eyes. Look at my eyes. I'm a slithery hypnotist snake.
Oh, that's enough. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
I don't feel comfortable around you anymore.
No,
That's-
should it? Okay, this video is this video has had over 9 million hits. It's this guy with a snake on his head as a felt hat
Yeah.
snake, and it's called "I'm a Snake." You got to look for the original, the official version that it was seen on Tosh O. So I'm a snake. It's this guy. Oh, I'm sorry. That was.
There's not really any way to describe that, is there?
But it was awesome with a capital O. That's what all good Kiwi footballers say.
Awesome.
With an O. Seriously, don't. I lived there for 3. I know all about it. Because I'm a snake. Slipper snake. Sorry. That would have to be one of the best YouTube videos out there. And if you've got a weird YouTube video you want to share with the world, please send it in. Except it's one me in the shower, and then we won't start to it. Okay, I got some more paranormal news for you. Actually, it's for our UFO lovers out there. I love UFOs, man. I so dig the UFO. They've got to be real. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Orange glowing dome object over Ohio.
Idaho.
See, it's my lisp. It's my stutter. Anyway, and Idaho. Thank you, Mr.
Yeah, forgot my last name, didn't you?
No, I was going to call you Mr. Cooper. Sheldon.
I'm not that in depth. That's
And Idaho witness in Caddo Country reports watching a car-sized orange glowing object that moved from north and headed south on July 4th, 2012, according to a testimony from the Mutual UFO Network. MUFON, witness reporting data, but look, MUFON, awesome, man. I'd love to get someone from... If you know anyone from MUFON who wishes to be on the show, I'd love to do a UFO night one night here.
Yeah.
on the show. I just love it. Reporting data space. The witness first assumed that the object was a small plane that was moving towards the Copper Basin. Several observed the orange glowing cylinder on a dome top, about the same size as a car, flow light and slow. Reporting witness stated the object was silent. They all are silent.
They're all silent. They're always silent.
Yeah. The object had moved away. Then it turned towards the east and slowly faded out and no further away. Obviously, the best 4th of July we've ever remember. I've seen moving stars, but never close up in my area, reported one gentleman.
This was on 4th of July, the day in America where there's the most fireworks.
No, that's Guy Fawkes. Guy Fawkes has them. I could be wrong. I'm Australian, man.
I don't know. Well, there's a lot of fireworks on 4th of July.
There's a lot of fireworks in America, period. Listen, we want to hear from any our American friends out there. Can you please tell us which has got more, 4th of July or Guy Fawkes Day?
I don't even know what Guy Fawkes Day is.
Guy Fawkes Day is about some bloke who blew up something over there. That's how much history of the United States that I know about.
I learnt my history of the United States from Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto. Oh, God, yeah, we've got a real geek when it comes to toys here and cars as well. And PlayStation. Is it PlayStation?
No, I'm an Xbox person.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm a Commodore 64 type of guy.
Still got one of those.
Have you?
Yeah. Works. Ghostbusters on it and everything.
You're kidding.
No, it's got it.
Oh, God, you're such a nerd. Anyway, I thought I was bad with my toy collection that you've been admiring with my bobbleheads.
Yeah.
It was cool. So, that's my story. Have you got anything that can top that, Sunshine?
Probably not, but we'll give it a go. All right, so I've got a story here about a haunted hospital that's been raided by a heap of ghost hunters over in the US.
Excellent. I like this. I like hospitals and I like ghosts. Go for it.
All right.
Good mix, actually.
Yeah. So a crowd broke into the abandoned Iqua Hospital in Saudi Arabia. There you go. It's not America. I don't check my sources. There we go. So Saudi Arabia...
all over. Seriously. Yes, keep going.
In Saudi Arabia, to tackle the spirits said to reside there. So they obviously weren't allowed permission in there, and they've all just gone, what the heck, let's do it.
Yep, okay,
Let's do
which isn't a good thing, I do not approve of.
All right, so the old hospital was once used to treat Gulf War injured people. That doesn't make sense, that word.
Injured people.
Injured people.
It was used to treat the injured during the Gulf War.
There we go.
Thank you.
Thanks for the grammar check.
No, grammar Nazi, you're looking right at it. Keep going.
All right, so... No.
Right? I mean, you want me to... Look,
I've taken over your study here. You stopped and unstarted. All right,
funny.
so there's been rumours that the hospital's been haunted by malevolent spirits known as jinn in Saudi Arabia.
Jinn, yes, jinn. Yep.
So great, this fascination has become the last week. Hundreds of youths broke into the building, smashed up the place, started fires in an effort to destroy its otherworldly occupants.
Wow, that's terrible.
That's...
So basically, what's
pretty bad.
Basically, in a nutshell, this hospital has had reports of jinn, which is, of course, a different word for saying ghosts, in this hospital, and these people decided to trash the place to hopefully get rid of them.
Yeah,
instead
pretty
of
much.
just leaving them alone.
So teenagers sent out text messages calling for an operation against some of the jinn who live in the hospital. They broke into the hospital, smashed the facilities, and burnt 60% of it.
Which is absolutely crying shame.
Destroying a part of history.
Yeah, well, different cultures have different ways of dealing with things, I think. But look, the point being, and I remember a few years ago when I was in New Zealand, I did a documentary on one of the cemeteries there and about vandalism. And I got to talk to a lot of the people, the technicians who work there, all the people who dig the graves and keep the place maintained. And one night, a group of youths went through and smashed up 85% of the infant gravestones.
That's ridiculous. That's low.
That is smashing up gravestones of infants. I don't care if you're an infant or an elderly or
anyone
Muslim
is
or anyone.
in a graveyard.
I don't care what religious background you have or anything like that. This is something that really has to be taken seriously because this has to stop. I am so dead against this. People destroying such
It happens
things.
down here at Toowong all the time as well.
It does happen here at Toowong. It happens everywhere. And, we like to hear people's thoughts. I mean, as a community, and I've said this over and over again, we need to do something about it. yeah, we really need to stand up. If we do see anything happen in our local cemeteries or anything like that, or destruction of anything like that, please report it to your police. Contact Crime Stoppers here in Australia, and overseas you know what your number is because I have no idea. But seriously, I mean, that is just dreadful. That wrecks it for people within the field who want to go out and investigate.
Exactly, yeah. Now, we don't want any of the listeners doing that to us if they don't like us. They're not allowed to do that. They're not allowed to make groups and raid our houses and burn them down. Like,
no, but they won't. But seriously, no, that's just the thing. You know, that is shocking. You know, I mean, and that's what it comes down to is, you know, we've got to look after these areas. And like I said, there are fantastic groups out there that do take responsibility, who do go and look after certain areas, the cemeteries and stuff, and do big cleanups and that. Yeah,
you got the Friends of South Brisbane Cemetery. They're all about cleaning up.
They are, and I've been invited a couple. No, I've never been to one yet, which I've been really yeah, I'm terrible. All right, I've been busy. God, it's not like I don't do everything else on the planet. God. This is that. That's that Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, gosh.
I can't even do that right tonight. Goodness me. All right, so yes, I have a story for you, mate. I think you'll find quite interesting.
I don't think I will, but let's go on.
All right, now we're going to get on to ghost photography, mate.
Photography.
If you go to my website, you can see I've got a couple of cool photos up there of stuff that I've caught over the years. Yeah, it's pretty hard being awesome with a name. Anyway, basically got here, Group Investigate Guildford Ghost Photo. Barry Gower and Phil Messisly visit the mount in Guildford after an apparition was photographed there. The picture was featured in the Surrey Advertiser and caused quite a stir. When it was published, an amateur photographer had caught it on camera, then looked at it for a while, as you do. Mist-like apparition on a dark path beside the trees, Barry and Phil decided to find further evidence of the paranormal in the area by conducting their own investigation. The video below documents the effort. So if you go to Guildford Ghost Hunt, I'm not going to play it because it goes for 7 minutes long, but well worth checking out. And we have been getting a lot of information like that from people sending in photos. Look, please do send them in.
We love photos.
And like I do on that little YouTube thing that I do, The Paranormal World According to Brad, that nobody watches.
I saw one of your videos that had 3 views on it.
That was awesome.
I was one of the viewers, so...
Yeah, but I watched it twice after that. Yes, so if you got any videos you want to send or links, I do this little... The Paranormal World According to Brad thing, which is just a bit of video, and it's a bit of fun, bit of...
A lot of false information, misleading hopes. And
yeah, I do all that, and I don't charge a cent. So you can get on there and check those out as well. And if you've got something you want to send in, and look, we had a couple of paranormal ads on there, and I did the one about the zombie lunch meat. Yeah. I liked that one. That was my best work. Did you even watch it?
I did. Yeah.
And
it was good.
It was good, or was it awesome?
It was awesome.
Yeah, check out my awesome videos. They're pretty sad. I think I'll just stick to radio. Can't even do that properly. So there we go, mate. We've only got another 15 minutes left to go on the show tonight. It was just as flown, hasn't it?
Oh, every minute I spend with you feels like an hour. It's just ridiculous.
Oh, God, someone's going to be in a lot of pain later. Anyway, so that's great. So we are now, before we go tonight, just a couple of things that have been brought to my attention. The star of Paranormal State, Ryan, the lead guy at... what's Ryan's last name?
Don't get me started on the last names.
God.
Can't even spell my
Ryan
own.
Bueller, sorry. Please forgive me. I just had a mental block there. He's been battling cancer, which is a crying shame. He is a big advocate for the gay and lesbian side of things as well. But the poor bloke, he is battling cancer at the moment, so our thoughts go out to Ryan, please. Send him all the healing and prayer things that you can, because the bloke needs it and needs all support from his family. Look, I love the show. I have no qualms about it whatsoever. It was totally different to anything else out there. For a bunch of young people, and that's what people got to realise. They've got to take these things as they are, and how they're portrayed. I'm waving my arms in the air again. It's great. Makes great radio.
Almost get me in the face. Smack.
But that's what the thing, a lot of these programs that are set up for entertainment value. I mean, that's what they are. They're for entertainment. If they can get some good evidence in the process, then great. You know,
Yeah,
we
okay.
get something out of it as viewers and the audience ourselves. So Ryan Buell is battling cancer at the moment, which is a shame. But you know, all our thoughts go towards him from Australia and the zombie army, as I like to call all the people out there, the naked zombie army.
Yeah, the army's getting bigger and bigger every day.
Yeah, and you can see by the surly smile I've got when I said naked.
I'll move my chair over here now. That's
Just keep walking backwards. Oh, okay. So that's great, mate. So, yeah, so all the best for that. Have you got any other news that we're thinking about? What else are we going to be doing we're getting out in the public too a bit, I hear.
Yeah, no, we'll be getting out there one day soon. We're going to start planning some public events sometime down the track.
Yep.
You know, get out to some of the events around Brisbane that happen every now and then, like the Zombie Walk or
Yeah,
Supernova.
we're going to
and
be
that
out
sort
of the
stuff.
zombie walk. We're going to look further into that. I tried to, like I said, last time we spoke, I tried to get into, what was it? It wasn't Supernova, it was Armageddon.
No, it was Supernova.
It was Supernova.
And they said, Brad Scott, no way.
No way. We don't want him in our presence. No, they didn't say that. I was just late in getting my details through. So if you, like I said, if you got any events you know about it coming up, give us the details, let us know, and we'll put them out there for you. We're going to try, as the Naked Zombie Radio team, we're going to try and get out there more and sort of be more catching up with people and doing what we do best. And that's like sometimes, yeah, we are.
Act like fools. This is pretty
We're not
much.
fools. We're just uneducated morons.
But I said it a bit nicer than that. That's
But the thing is, guys, we want to get out there and we want to be part of your community. And we'd love to see the paranormal community get together more and do more stuff together. And I've always been very, very strong on that. I may not investigate like I used to. I may not get out as much as I used to. But in saying that, hosting the show is my way of doing it. And your group... Yes, young fella here has a group. And what's the name of your group?
That's Brisbane API, Brisbane Amateur Paranormal Investigators,
And they call themselves amateur paranormal investigators.
because we're crap.
Not crap,
No,
because
we're not.
they are amateurs. They
Yeah.
are trying to learn the ropes. So, and this is what I mean. They see themselves for what they are, which I think is wonderful. They're a good group. So, yeah, by the way, if you do have a situation, like a paranormal situation that's come up and you do not know how to deal with it, you can contact me if you go to my email address, which is brad@brad-scott.com. Email me what's going on, your area location, and I will track down a suitable group to help you with. You know, like I can only give a certain amount of advice. I can't actually get to these like I used to. But if you have a problem and you're not getting answers, give me a look. Email me. Let me know what your story is, what's going on. Let me see if I can actually forward you on to a group that I know about who can help you. And if you're a group out there who wants to get out there and notice a bit more yourselves, get in contact with me.
Yep. Jump on the Facebook page, let us know.
The show was heard all around the world. Serious, folks. I'm not pulling your leg. It literally is heard around the world. It is...
China's number 2, isn't it?
China is still our second biggest audience,
Yeah.
but we're talking about the Ukraine, UK, USA. We are getting emails from everywhere, from anywhere and everywhere. So no matter what you got going on, we're happy to read it out for you or get information over to somebody else. How does that sound?
Sounds good. Just don't want to hear about anyone's rashes or anything like that, though.
No, they're my special emails.
You got a folder filtered for those ones?
Yeah. Send me those photos of those rash. What? I'm not allowed to have a hobby.
A hobby, yeah. That's...
And don't forget, if you have mail or wish to send us something, please go to the contacts page and you'll find the snail mail address, which will get parcels and stuff sent through to us. And any letters you wish to read out, we will read out. And if you have any guest ideas,
Yes.
big thing. We love to hear from people. We want to hear from you guys. I'm reiterating this because this is very, very important. This is your chance, folks. This is your way of getting your information out to the world via us. We are happy to do it. We want to do it for you guys.
We just pride ourselves on making other people more important than us.
That's right, because we are not worthy. It's gone
I
silent.
might be, but
But no, that's no. We do pride in the fact is, we love to get people's information out there. We love to be, we just want to help. That's what we're here to do. We're just to get the information. So if you know of anyone who make a fantastic story, send them details. I will contact them. I will get in touch with them myself. We can do it via Skype and we can pre-record it like we're doing now. This is actually happening in
the past.
Hey, we did that well.
Yeah, that was.
But that's what I mean, guys. Listen, we're coming up to the close of the hour now. We're going to call it a night. And listen, and thank you, everyone, for joining us for the first episode of Season 2, which is technically episode number 23 under the archive thing, but we're on first Season 1 under the new one. And if you're hearing this now, then you're looking in the future. If not, then you'll probably hear it in the past. Now, if actually, speaking of that, if you're looking for if you're listening to this in the future and the app's already come out, then buy the app, which may not be in the future, but maybe in the past, when you actually just... Oh, my brain hurts. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm just confusing myself. Anyway, so that's it, guys. Don't forget, important points. The app's coming out. Keep an eye on that. We will put it out to the world when the app comes out.
Shouldn't
you'll
be
be able to
long.
listen to the Zombie. We're going to try and do as many shows during the week as we possible coming up. We have quite a few people on our list to interview, but we want to hear from you guys. That's the thing. That's what I'm basing this new season on, is getting your information out there. And is there anything else I've forgotten tonight?
Probably, but I've forgotten it too. So
That's right, because I rabbled on for about 5 minutes and to fill some time. Anyway, folks, advertising. Advertising. Yes, we do ads on
Yes.
the Zombie. We have a huge audience base and we have lots of people. Listen, if you would like to, if you've got a product with the paranormal or you want to get something out there and you want to place an ad with us, it's cheap as chips. We'll do the ad for you, or you can send us the ad yourself. Just let us know. Contact page, give us an idea of what you want, and I'll get some prices shoot you that way, because we're a radio show. We keep the floor happening. We keep the ball rolling, as it were, and we're heard all around the countryside. So great stuff. Anyway, before I go tonight, is there anything else you want to say there, young Andrew?
Nothing that's really worth my time. No.
My God, he's been on air for 2 nights, and he thinks he's awesome with the night. Oh, good on you, man. No, look, well done. Thank you, Andrew, for joining us. And folks, please kiss your kids goodnight before you go to bed, even if they're asleep.
Otherwise, Brad will do it.
That is so wrong. I
I didn't mean it in a wrong way.
Geez. Oh, God. No, being a parent. Oh, shut up. Anyway, guys, have a good night. Have a safe night. And like I say each week, when I did do the show, the first time we did the show before I took some time off.
Which was in the past.
Which was in the past. Have a good night, have a safe night, and look after yourself. You're now investigating. Please take care of yourself. I'm Brad Scott, and joining me tonight was Andrew Small, and you have been listening to the best in Australian paranormal pop culture radio, The Naked Zombie. Good night, all.
Good night.